Thank
Bye.
you,
See
you
you,
too. Joining us on the line now is Mike McCurry, referee Mike.
Hi, how are you, Jim?
Hi, Mike.
Hi, Mike.
Hi, Tom, nice to speak with you.
And you, Mike.
You've got something to say, Mike, on what we're talking about, referees and video replays, all that stuff?
Yeah, you're just sort of speaking to me there. I was just saying, obviously I'd refereed for a number of years, and I've made some great decisions, or I've made some not so great decisions as well. And I hear what people phone in and say about how you rectify it after a referee has made a decision that's incorrect. I think in our game, the most important thing is the correctness of decision. I refereed a game, Rangers versus Dundee United, a number of years back, and I had a difference of opinion with my linesman, and I actually disallowed a perfectly good, it was an own goal by Rangers, which would be in favour of Dundee United. And in trying to sort that out at the time, it probably took me a conversation with my linesman or assistant referee, and Mr. Levine, the Dundee United manager at that point in time, some 3 to 4 minutes. Now, within about 30 seconds of that, it has actually been shown again on live television about 2 or 3 times. And I think the powers that be really need to get with the programme. I understand we live in the 21st century. The television evidence is there for us to use, and if somebody on that day within 20 or 30 seconds had been able to say to me, Michael, you've disallowed that goal, game hasn't restarted, but it's a perfectly good goal, it would have saved me a lot of hassle, it would have saved the fans a lot of...
Are the referees in favour of this, the majority of referees?
No, I've obviously been out refereeing for a couple of years now, Jim, so I have. I would have said that I would have been in the minority in the times where I would have voiced my opinion, which may not have made me too popular, I hasten to add. But and I think that the excuse that's often given is that it would be biased to the clubs that could afford, that would have the television cameras there. I was always against that, because I think the correctness of decision is the most important thing first and foremost. And it's almost like saying if a hospital has specialised equipment to perform heart surgery and another hospital doesn't, that the one that's got it isn't allowed to use it.
An absolutely fair point, Mike, but tell me, what do referees think when a manager... There's Terry Butcher today saying that, he's bloody angry and about the referee.
Sure.
What do referees think, when they hear the managers talk like that? Does it bother them at all?
No, I think I can, what they call it... I've looked at games that I've refereed where I've made a poor decision, and you come away from it, you see it on television, and you would tend to agree with the manager's version of how you refereed that day. You can be a great referee and just not on form a day or a week or whatever it may be. I think all I can say is, in terms, there's times where Terry would have come to my dressing room, it may not have been appropriate for me to speak with him at that point in time, and I might have said to him, Terry, I'm anxious at the moment, you're anxious at the moment, if you give me half an hour, 40 minutes to get showered, changed, and I can sit down and we'll both calm down a little bit. That was the way I tended to deal with managers that would come.
Did you see the incident today at Inverness?
Yes, I did.
What do you think? Are we wrong in saying that the referee was too quick to hasty, needed to hear from one of his assistants, or...?
It's difficult. I mean, I can understand, based on angle, etc., why the referee would have done what he did. It's a high-level match. Your heart rate's racing somewhere, 200 beats per minute or thereabouts, and there's a huge amount of pressure upon you, and it's very difficult, because an assistant referee may look at something and think to themselves, the referee got a better angle on that, or the quickness of the referee making a decision sometimes would actually prevent an assistant referee coming into play, because they'll think he seems very definite about it, he seems very quick about it, therefore he must have seen it better than I did. And sometimes that works both ways from a referee, that when an assistant gives you some advice and says this is the way I saw it, if they come across as being 100% certain, sometimes it's very difficult to say, well, I must be right and he's wrong.
Okay, Mike, thank you very much for that.